Hey everyone. All right, so in today's vlog, I want to talk about how to manifest a certain somebody or a certain situation. And I also want to explain why there is a lag universally in the manifestation. So to start off, the way to manifest certain situations into your life has everything to do with the way you feel. Now, if you watch my tarot videos, you know that that's the Empress card and she is your feelings. So the way you feel is what you manifest. And if you're having a great day and you feel really good, manifestation actually happens quickly. There really isn't a lag. For example, if you're like in this really good mood and you think about a certain somebody, they may text you or call you, or you might bump into them while you're walking on the beach. There's no lag in that. Why is that? Because you were feeling good. You thought of that person while you were feeling these feelings of joy. Like imagine how you feel when you're at the beach or when you're watching your kids play in the water. When you're with your family watching a movie, having popcorn, eating candy, drinking pop. You know those feelings of just enjoyment, of peace, of relaxation, ease, comfort, with high levels of joy. And let's say you're in that situation and all of a sudden you think of a friend of yours and that friend literally will text you within the hour or before the night ends or early the next day. It's because you're in this archetype. These are archetypes that are within you. You're in the archetype of the Empress, and the Empress is your feelings. When your thoughts turn into feelings, at that moment of joy, feeling joy, you're looking around you and your thoughts are vibing high. When you're vibing high and you think of somebody else, that their higher self connects with your higher self, because the higher selves are always mingling. Their higher self connects with your higher self, and there's an instant communication. You may not be aware of it, but this communication is happening because you're feeling good. You're feeling joyous. And they'll think of you, and then they may think the other person, now you've telepathically connected with them, whether you know it or not, and their higher self will nudge them and be like, oh, didn't you have this question to ask that person? And they may pick up their phone and send you a text message, or pick up that phone and give you a call. So what gets in the way of manifestation? A lot of the time we are in our unconscious mind. Unconscious is what it dictates. The language calls it unconscious because you are not conscious of it. Your unconscious mind is her. She is the high priestess. The unconscious mind is that mind that holds doubts, fears, and these holdings, these imprints in your unconscious mind are created from the womb up until age 7, but usually it's below age 3, like those dark imprints occur from the womb, the minute of conception, until, especially when you start, so let me explain that for a quick second, because you might be thinking, what do you mean from conception. So once the egg starts dividing and it goes through a geometrical process like sacred geometry, so that one cell divides into two, divides into three, we all have been in that embryonic stage. That is human development. First, what happens is if the mother that is carrying this egg is vibrationally unhappy and low, let's say due to the circumstances around her are low vibrational, maybe she's in an abusive marriage, this embryo senses what is going on from a vibrational level through the mother's energy. But once this organism, the embryo, this human that's developing inside of you starts developing their senses, it begins to get even more programming. So from if the egg is dividing and life is being formed within the mother's womb, and you start off with fear vibration, during cell division, that cell division holds on to that vibration of the mother. Then, once the senses start to develop, so this baby can hear inside the womb, these vibrations start to become converted, because now they can use their brain, and imprinted even heavier while this child is still in the womb through their senses. So, going back to her, this is why I say your unconscious mind is created from cell division, from conception to about the age of 3, but I always give it to 7, but it's usually the age of 3. This is why it is the veiling. It is the unconscious mind. Often what we do and how we feel is based on that unconscious mind that was developed from embryonic stages. So when you are creating feelings which you're unconscious of, so of fear, how are you going to manifest then? Even if you want something so badly, but the basis within you is fear, then even if you're wanting to manifest something, it's going to be the manifestation. So this guy is your experience. Your manifestation or your experience is still going to be based on her, because the catalyst, your feelings, will always revert back to your unconscious mind until those feelings are solved. So even if you want to make more money, but from cell division to the age of 3, there was, let's say, a lot of poverty, a lot of fear. The basis of her is fear, anxiety, shame, guilt, not knowing. So if your mom felt those feelings while you were in the womb, then even though you want the experience of more money, more abundance, a loving relationship, she's always going to be whispering in her ear, who is your feelings, like, are you sure you can do that? Can you do that? Are you sure? Remember, what if you fall? What if you get shamed? What if there's guilt involved? That's a lot of money to ask for. Are you sure? She starts feeling like, oh, maybe I can't. Maybe my goals are too big. Maybe love isn't the greatest. Who really loves each other? How many relationships do I know of where people are in love? Then the experience that you get is going to be doubtful. the relationship that you attract may be abusive. You don't want abusive though. So that is why there is a lag in manifestation, because there is a lack. We're all stuck in this guy. This is the matrix. She potentiates the matrix. This is why these two together is why there's a lag in manifestation. Because with these two, with her imprint on the matrix, you're always, the underlying feelings like, maybe I can't do it. I don't, even though you're like faking it is actually a good thing. It just takes longer to get there, but you will get there if you fake it. Even if you're faking your feelings and you're like, no, I feel great. I feel great. I feel good. Faking it is okay. But she will still kick in. And it's until you unleash yourself from the matrix, rid those imprinted feelings, your experience. This guy is also the recorder of the matrix. This is the Emperor card. This is the card of experience. What he does is the experience that you have, he is responsible for recording it in your matrix. So if your experiences are continually from fear, but then you use her to keep faking it, your experience is gonna be a little better. It'll be a little bit more neutral, because you're recording, he is constantly recording your thoughts and experiences in this matrix. So the time lag is because it takes time to experience it, record. You experience it, and then you reflect a little bit on your thoughts and emotions, right? You're reflecting, you're observing, and this gives her a little bit less power, because now he's like, no, it was good, even if it wasn't good. If this guy, the Emperor, says, you know what, no, that experience was actually not that bad. It was fine, it was good. She has less power, because now in the matrix, he has opened this box for the bird and released it just a little bit. He's opened that box. So the bird isn't flying out just yet. It's gonna take the bird time, because the bird is like used to being in a cage. So even if the box or this door is a little bit open from you faking it, it's gonna take a lot more time to open it fully. That is why, from a tarot point of view, from the point of view of archetypes, there is a lag in manifestation. You will always manifest what you're feeling, always. So if you want to manifest a specific person, then feel good about that person. Even if you're angry at them, let's say you broke up with somebody and you have a lot of anger towards them, yet you still love them. If you're thinking angry thoughts towards them, guess what they're doing? You're telepathically sending those angry thoughts to them, and they are gonna start thinking like, ugh, you know what? He wasn't that great. You know what? She was kind of a cow. She was never that positive. Oh, you know what? Good riddance. That is what you're doing. But when you're sending loving thoughts towards that person from love and light, telepathically, their higher self is catching on, and they might think, you know, we had such great times on the patio in the backyard. I had so much fun with that guy. I had so much fun with that girl. The times were good. That is you connecting with them. Love you guys so much. I hope that helped.